Welcome to the 90s, the era of Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z, the era of the Pogs, when pro wrestling was at one of its zeniths. Oh yeah, the Macho Man. And for anyone asks, yes, that is a pro wrestler in my pocket. Somebody said. And the era of when sci-fi was at its greatest. Welcome to the Retro Review. I'm your host, the American Samurai. And today we're taking you to the TekWar. Based on a series of novels created by William Shatner, which he referred to as T.J. Hooker in a Star Trek world. We're looking at the third of the TekWar TV movies, which is referred to as Season 1 of TekWar. We're looking at TekLab. Note before we start here, in TekLab, the book, the Excalibur was known as a syndicate. It actually was not referred to as the actual sword Excalibur. There's a lot of references to Camelot in this particular movie. Multiple times it's called being fictional, and the sword itself is always referred to as a symbol. So yeah. But there's a lot of illusionary mixed into with Camelot and British history and all that stuff. So I'm not 100% sure if it's supposed to be real or fake or what it is in this world. I think if they had picked a lane, it would have made things a lot easier to understand this movie. But yeah. Jake Cardigan and Sid Gomez. It should be noted, this is where they veer off a lot from the books. Sid Gomez is Hispanic in the books. He's African American in the movie and TV show. Attend the gala in the Tower of London that marks the start of the campaign to re-establish the British monarchy. The festives are a disaster when aging Prince Albert is found murdered and the sword Excalibur stolen. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like I said, multiple times they call Camelot fictional, but Excalibur itself is kind of a toss-up. They say it's a symbol, so it's not the real sword, but then they treat it as if it is the real sword. Once again, this movie cannot pick a lane as to whether or not Camelot is fictional or real in this universe. They should have just picked a lane and stayed with it. Prince Richard accepts the support of the monarchist party to become the king, but the thief who has stolen Excalibur vows that Richard will never become the king. Suspecting the involvement of tech gangs, Sid and Jake follow the sword's trail to the Westminster Abbey and are soon taken prisoner by Discorder. The monarchist party is supported, and the monarchist party is run by the Tech Lords. Prince Richard plans to take over, and for lack of a better phrase, since Camelot seems to show up so much in this, I'd say he wants to form a dark Camelot. Rating 3 out of 5. This is considered to be the worst of the 4 TV movies. Now what they did with this is what they did with Hercules: Legendary Journeys and essentially the Man from Atlantis. So the Man from Atlantis, when they did that, they did the TV movies as a separate thing and didn't incorporate that into the main series. But with Hercules, Legendary Journeys, and TekWar, what they actually did, they did incorporate that into the TV series. So the TekWar movies are actually considered to be Season 1 of the TV series. And then after they picked it up, Season 1 becomes Season 2. So this is essentially a filler, and it expands the world of TekWar's And it's considered to be, like I said, the worst movie because it doesn't really expand anything on Jane Cardigan. It just kind of expands the world a little bit. And essentially kind of goes its own way like the old song goes. But I still found it an enjoyable movie, and it's still a fun watch. So like I said, 3 out of 5. It's on YouTube. Once this video goes up, I will post that episode. So you guys can watch if you want. Like I said, it's completely different from the books. I also will put up the... Oh, shout out to the YouTuber Manjular. Majullar. Whose TekWar's documentary inspired me to do this video. And the next video you'll see, which will be a TV Storm review, where I will talk about an episode from Season 2. And while William Shatner is prevalent in this episode, you will not see him at all in the next episode I will talk about. So stay tuned for that review. Until next time, hope you enjoyed your little trip to the 90s. And I'll see you again as we take another dive into the TekWar. And I'll see you again on the TV Storm. Oh yeah, dig it, TekWar. Oh yeah, Jerry Lawler, I'm coming for you. All right. Till next time, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon for new, and let me know if you guys watched TekWar when it was airing live back in the day. Comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon for new. I'll see you next time. I'm your Bucky 749.